Everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to overlay text as well as image to a live video recording in Flutter Android application using Media3 as well as CameraX. So let's get started. Now I have made separate videos on how to just overlay text as well as how to just overlay an image, but this is both overlaying text as well as image. And the previous video which I made was of overlaying image, that was using taking an image from a network URL, but in this we will be taking the image which is bundled with our project itself. So few things you need to keep in mind: you need to use at least Flutter 3.32.0 or higher, otherwise you will face a lot of Gradle issues. Second is you need to know that all the code which is related to live video recording as well as overlaying image as well as text has been done via native code, so I'm not using any third-party library for this. And third small caveat which I'm facing is, once the video has been recorded, I'm saving the video to external storage. Now I'm able to play the video using the Videos app on your Android device, but I'm also trying to send the URL of the captured video back to Flutter side and then play it, but unfortunately I'm not able to play it. There is some problem with the video player package which I couldn't really figure it out. So if you have any suggestions on that, do let me know in the comments as well. So yeah, let's get started. So here firstly, here you can see we have this main.dart file, and here I have imported dart.io. Then here I have created this my camera view.dart, which I will show you shortly, and that's also I have imported. Now the project name is Flutter app, that's why I have written Flutter app over here. You will have to write your own project name. Then I have imported material as well as services. This is boilerplate code which is present by default, so I have not changed anything. I have refactored this home page widget. So here is a stateful widget. Like I said, we are only interested in for Android with Flutter in this tutorial, so by default the permission for Android is false. Then here we are using method channel of camera permission. Then if platform is Android, then we just call get camera permission. Then here we invoke the method, so the implementation will be written it on native Android side. And be careful with the string, same string you will have to use it on native Android side as well. So here we get the result. Then we just change the value of this particular variable. Then here we override the build method, and if permission is granted, then we just display this my camera view. Otherwise we display a text saying give camera permission. Okay, now coming back to this my camera view.dart file, again I have imported dart.io. I have Flutter material, Flutter services. Then inside pubspec.yaml I have imported video player as well as chibi. So here you can see I have imported video player as well as chibi. Then here it is a stateful widget. So here we have a method channel called camera view. By default video URL is empty. Then here we have video player as well as chibi controller. Creation params is basically used for sending the data from Flutter side, from Flutter to Android, but we are not really using that in this case. Then here we dispose our controller, here we dispose our chibi controller as well. And if platform is Android and video URL is not equal to empty, then we display the video player. But like I said, video player is not able to play the video. Otherwise by default we display this Android view. So Android view will display your live camera preview for video recording as well as the start and stop recording button. And for all of the platform we are just displaying a placeholder. Then here we have a callback call on platform view created. So here we pass our handle method. So here we just have this case send from native. Here we get our text as well. Then inside set state we initialize our controller, we add a listener to it, we set looping to true, we initialize it as well. Here we initialize our chibi controller. Then we assign this text to video URL. But like I said, this is the error which I'm getting when trying to play the video using the video player package. If you have any suggestions, do let me know in the comments. Now coming back to the actual part. So first you need to go to the Android folder. You need to go to build.gradle, go to app, go to build.gradle.kts. Here inside dependencies block you need to add camera core, camera 2, camera lifecycle, camera view, camera video. Then Android camera Media3 effect, which is still in alpha at the time of me recording this video, but if it does become stable, make sure you use the stable version. Then here we have this Media3 effect as well. Then here we have constraint layout, and we also added this app compact resources, because when trying to overlay an image we can't directly add it inside the root of our Flutter project. Okay, we need to add it inside the Android folder. That's why we require this library as well to read the image. Then go to Android manifest.xml, and here you need to add uses feature of Android hardware camera, camera permission, write external storage permission as well as record audio permission. Then you need to go to main activity, and here you have to add few imports. So you can just copy paste this imports. Then here we have this required permission, so we are passing camera, record audio, and if Android version less than equal to P, we also pass the right external storage permission. Here we have this method channel result as well. Here we override on request permission result, and if request code is equal to request code permission, and if all permissions are granted, then method result or success equal to true, otherwise we send it as false. Here I just have an helper method saying all permissions granted or not. Then here we override configure Flutter engine. Here we register our camera view factory. So here we are referencing to another Kotlin file which I will show you shortly. And here we have a method channel just for checking, invoking the camera permission. So that's what we are doing over here. Okay, now coming back to this my camera view factory. So here we have created another Kotlin file. Now make sure you don't copy my package name. Whatever you see inside your main activity.kt, write your own package name over here. Rest everything you can copy it. This is boilerplate code which you have to write every time you want to embed a native Android view inside your Flutter application. So feel free to pause the video and copy the code. Nothing too interesting over here. Only thing is here we are initializing another Kotlin file called my camera view. So coming back to that, here is my camera view.kt. So here again this should be your own package name. Now here this has lot of imports, so feel free to pause the video and just copy all these imports which are there. Okay, I'll simply scroll through this. Then here we have this video capture recorder. Here we have recording as well. Here we have process camera provider. Here is our camera executor service. Here we initialize constraint layout, preview view, as well as our button. Here is our method channel which we'll use to send URL from native Android side to Flutter side. Then inside companion object we have this file name, format, as well as tag. Here we initialize our layout params, assign it to constraint layout. Then here we initialize our constrain our viewfinder to all sides of the screen, and from the bottom we leave a margin of 200. Now like I said, the viewfinder is basically the camera preview. Then here is our button as well. We constrain it to bottom of the screen. We add a click listener to our button calling capture video. Then here is our setup camera as well, for which we call start camera. Here we initialize our camera executor. Here we have to use capture video. Then here we have our recording as well, and if that is not equal to null, we stop the recording, we make it as null. Then here is our simple date format. Then we do content values dot apply, passing in the display name mime type, and if Android version greater than P, we also set the relative path. Then here we have the media store output option by setting in the content values. Then here we do video capture dot output, prepare our recording, and here we just do audio permission enabled as well. Here we start our recording, and here we have the start event, so we just change the text of our button as well as is enabled to true. And once user has finished recording, and if there is no error, then we just display the URL inside a toast message, and then we convert it to a proper URL, because this thing is not a proper URL. Like this code I got it from ChatGPT. I think I'm not really sure if this is the issue or the video player package itself is an issue, but I think this is what is happening wrong when playing the video inside the app itself. But like I said, you can play the video from the videos app. I will show you that in the output as well. And here we send the path back to Flutter side. Here we shut down our camera executor, we unbind our camera provider, stop our recording, make it as null. Then here we just change the text of our button as well as is unable to true. Like I said, this I have copied it from ChatGPT, so I'm not really sure what's happening over here. Then here we call start camera. So here we first get our process camera provider, then we get our camera provider. Then here we initialize our preview view, we initialize our recorder as well. Here we initialize video capture. Here we get hold of our default back camera. Then we do add our preview use case as well as video capture use case. Then here is our Media3 effect. Then here we add this mutable list dot builder. Here we create an overlay effect from builder. Then we do effect. Then we add that effect to our list. Then we add our effects dot build to our Media3 effect. Add it to our use case group builder. We unbind our camera provider. We bind it to the lifecycle. Yeah, and here you can see I have written this method which I will come back shortly on. And here we override get view, return our constraint layout, override dispose, we shut down our camera execute. Now here is the overlay effect where we are overlaying both image as well as text. So here we do immutable list dot builder, passing in our texture overlay. Here we do static overlay settings dot builder. We set the rotation as degree as well. We set scale as well. Here we set overlay frame anchor. Here we set background frame anchor as well. And here we do app compat resources dot get drawable. Then here we set the bounds for our logo as well. then here we do drawable dot overlay. So this is the so if you are confused where I'm getting this IC launcher, so or where you need to place your own image, so you need to go to res mip map, and here you can see by default it has this Flutter logo, right? So that's what I'm displaying it over here. So you can place the image inside this drawable folder as well. Then instead of mip map you will have to write drawable, and instead of IC launcher it should be the name of your image. So that's how you can display the image. You can play around with this as well if you feel like. So yeah, that's how we overlay the image. Now coming back to text, so for that I have created a separate Kotlin file. So the name is timer overlay, and I'm constantly changing the text based on the time. You don't have to do that, you can display static text as well. Then here we do overlays builder.build, and if overlays dot it is empty we pass null, else we pass the overlay effect. Now coming back to this timer overlay, so you need to create another Kotlin file, and you have to add all these imports. You have to extend from text overlay. Here again you have to set the rotation degree, overlay frame anchor, background frame anchor as well. Here we override the get text, and here you can see this is your actual text, okay, this entire thing. But here what I'm doing is I'm not passing a static text, I'm actually passing the time since when you have started displaying the text. So here instead of this you can hard code the text as well. You don't need all this stuff if you don't want this time thing. I just wanted to show you some dynamic stuff as well. Then we set the text like color of our text as well as the absolute span size, and here we override get overlay settings and return our overlay settings as well. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Now let's see the output. So here is the output. So I'll just play this video. I've recorded the video, so I'll give the camera permission first, then the audio permission first, and here you can see the live camera preview. Now I'll click on the record video button as well, so it has started the recording. Ignore this, this is from my recording app, so ignore this thing. Okay, I've dismissed it. Now here you can see I'm recording the video, so this is the image as well as the text. Like I said, I'm and now once I click on stop recording, I'm displaying the URL inside toast message, but the video player is not able to play the video. So what I'm doing is now I'm going to the files app where the videos has been saved, and I'll play it from there. But just to show it to you, the video has been saved properly, there is no error. There is something wrong with the video player package which I'm not able to figure it out. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Thank you for watching. Bye.